Hey everyone, so let's be honest. Anyone can follow a recipe. But today, we're going way beyond that. We're gonna master the core technique behind the ultimate comfort food, that perfect, bubbling, creamy baked casserole. You know that feeling, right? You're craving something warm, something rich, something that's just deeply satisfying. A dish that feels like a hug in a bowl. Well, that is exactly what we are about to build from the ground up. So the goal here is pretty simple. We are going to master what the source material calls the Tajin method. By the end of this, you're not going to need a specific recipe because you'll have the universal formula for any creamy baked casserole you can dream up. All right, every great casserole has to start somewhere. And you know what? They pretty much all start the exact same way. This first step is completely non-negotiable. It's where we create that deep, aromatic foundation of flavor that everything else is going to build on. And you know, the process itself is beautifully simple. First, we heat up our fat. We're using butter for that amazing flavor, and oil to stop the butter from burning. Smart, right? Then in goes a small chopped onion. We'll let that soften for about 3 minutes to get all that natural sweetness out. And finally, a couple of cloves of minced garlic go in, just until you can start to smell it. This little trio right here, that's the flavor engine for the entire dish. Okay, so our flavor base is ready, and now we're at a crossroads, a delicious crossroads. From this one single foundation, we can go in two totally distinct, amazing directions. It's time to choose the star of our show. So, what's it gonna be? On one hand, you've got the earthy original. This version is all about the mushrooms. It's intense, it's savory, and it is packed with that umami flavor. Then you have the hearty classic, where we bring in tender chicken for a really robust and satisfying meal. Two completely different experiences, all from the same starting point. If you're going down the mushroom path, listen up, because this first step is critical. You have to use high heat. Why? Well, mushrooms are just full of water. By throwing 500 grams into a hot pan, we force that water to cook off fast. This sears the mushrooms instead of just steaming them, and that's what gives them that beautiful concentrated flavor. After about 7 to 10 minutes, when the pan is dry again, that's when you season. It's the secret to making sure you don't get a soggy casserole. Now, what about the hearty classic? The process here is a little different. We're going to start by sautéing about 500 grams of chicken until it gets a nice light brown color on it. That browning, that's pure flavor developing right there. Only after the chicken is browned do we add our 250 grams of mushrooms and the garlic, stirring it all together before we season it really well. So yeah, the key thing to remember is brown that chicken first. So, you've built your flavor base. You've cooked your store ingredient perfectly. Now comes the magic. This is the final stage before the oven, where we turn everything into a rich, creamy masterpiece.